right?
Yep.
All three. Okay, we got to do the right introduction music for this here. Are you guys ready for this?
Sure.
I'm not sure I am. Here we go. Oh, oops. Okay.
That's the music that I have in my bedroom. So you get that.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, can I come over?
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Isn't it something?
Okay, we're here with the one and only Mr. Only, Scott Rosema.
Such as it is.
Morning, Scott. I think we should talk in the Superman, like the superhero voice.
You know, you'd be real surprised. This is the entire theme of the show that was never played on the air.
Oh, really?
You'd be surprised at the guitar riff in the middle of this.
Oh, so we got to wait for the guitar riff.
Oh, it rocks. Yeah.
It rocks.
It does.
This comic song rocks. Some heavy duty trumpets and everything going in there. Oh, here we go. Oh, crank it, baby.
Yeah, great.
Oh, we're rocking today, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wonder Woman would be jamming.
So
to this.
what one is this to? What was that to?
That was the original Super Friends theme.
Yep.
But it was the entire theme. That was written by, what was his name? Hoyt Curtin was his name. And
I thought you were going to say Hoyt Axton there for a second.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Now, Hoyt Curtin was a producer, a music producer for all of the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Super Friends and Johnny Quest and Space Ghost and all that.
Super Freak.
Super Freak, yeah.
Freak.
Well, yeah, Rick James wrote a couple of comic things there. Okay, Scott, before we tell everybody who you are, and because I know a lot of people already know, but we're going to go to the phone because we might have an answer here, guys, over there at Thunderbolt Gym.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hello? Okay, go ahead. What's your answer? That's one. You're real hard to hear you. Can you speak up a little bit? Okay.
Yeah, that's two. No.
No.
You're close.
But you got two.
Got two. Got to figure out the last one.
What do you think, guys?
That was
I
awful.
think that's 2 out of 3.
That's 2 out of 3.
That's awful close.
I know. Come on.
Well, if somebody knows all 3.
Yeah, but he just gave him 2. Okay, Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, but those are 2 easy ones.
Franco Columbo. Okay, Ferrigno, of course, the Incredible Hulk. We knew that. And the third one he didn't quite get, so we're not going to give it to him. Can we give him? We'll give him a booby prize then, right?
Booby? What?
Let's give her-
Annette?
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here.
Hey, families are listening to this. Take it easy.
Thanks, Bill.
Nick just said it's close enough.
All right,
Close
there we
enough.
go.
All right.
Nick,
Nick,
Hey,
Nick
good
wins.
surprise.
Nick gives it to you. So hold on line. Wendy will get you. What was your name again? Okay, you must be on like a cell phone or something because you're like real distant. But anyway, congratulations and thanks for calling in.
Get personal.
And you're on your
by
way
the
into
way,
Thunderbolt Gym or what?
He was obviously calling in from that
Where?
telephone company south of the Muskegon County line.
Yeah.
As John says with the GT T-shirt on. By the way, the one he missed was Serge Newbray. Serge Newbray. Lou Ferrigno, Serge Newbray, and Franco Columbo.
And Greg Roberts.
Yeah.
Your wildest dreams.
Yeah, okay. So he,
Cleaned up after.
Then you woke up. Doing those 12-ounce curls.
but he won, of course, he won the month's membership
Well,
at
he's also
Thunderbolt
doing
Gym.
those 300-pound leg lifts.
The more you drink, the lighter it gets.
Hey, you know what? It takes a lot to maintain this body. I have you know I'm the number one dancer for the Chunky Bills.
It's like 12 meals a day.
Hey, you and Scott together could do a heck of a dance, couldn't you? I could be in the middle. I'd be nice because I'd be kind of a little guy.
I don't want to get caught in
The
one of
only,
those
the only
kind of
real
things.
problem is finding a dance floor big enough. I
A
think.
dance floor big enough, yeah, or strong enough, yeah.
That's the hardest of it.
'Cause Scott, you're about what, 6'3", 6'2"?
6'6.5".
6 foot and a half.
I got
Yeah.
caught in a
Six
sandwich
and a
once.
half.
6'6" and a half.
Yeah.
I got caught in a sandwich dance one time between Greg Roberts and a guy by the name of Todd Peckle, and Todd's about as big as Greg. He might be bigger than Greg now.
Well, actually,
It bruised my ribs, and I think Brian looked bad after his deal at the Landmark.
Who's this? Is this Bill?
no, this is
I
John.
have you know that I am a
Hey,
fit,
Scott?
stout fellow, okay?
Stout.
Yeah, he looks like Guinness.
That's putting it mildly.
Okay, yeah, but
More like a Foster's can.
Oh, yeah? At least my face looks pretty nice right now.
Jeez, you guys are going again.
Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
This is Bill.
Oh, Bill.
How you doing, man?
They're pretty good. How you doing there?
Pretty good. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I can't see you now either.
And lucky that you can't.
Lucky for you.
By the way, is there a reason you're there?
Oh, yeah. Actually, there is.
Could we hear what that is?
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to do that, but thank you, Bill. Scott Rosema, of course, comic genius as far as the guy is excellent. I've seen some of the X-Men work you did, the Batman work you did.
Right.
Now, what's your project right now as far as comic books? Are you working on comic books or?
Well, first, Bill, is
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm here is my car broke down.
What do you need, a ride?
After I'm done here, Oscar's going to give me a ride back.
Yeah.
Home. No, actually, the very latest project I'm working on is a huge Scooby-Doo project of all things.
All right.
Really?
Scooby-Doo, right?
Now, is this going to be for television?
No, no, it'll be for a giant a series of coloring books.
Oh, okay.
Huge series. But it's funny she's mentioning television because that's another project I'm possibly working on.
Okay.
And
Now, is that also for Scooby-Doo, or is that for something else?
no, actually, this is going to be even more exciting than Scooby-Doo. And I know it's hard to get more exciting.
Now, wait a minute. I
than
love
Scooby-Doo.
Come
Scooby.
on now.
I know. I mean, between
I'm
Daphne
bracing
and
Can't get more
Velma.
exciting than the do.
Well, can you tell us what it is?
How far does the station reach?
Almost
I
to
know it
Grand
goes down the
Rapids.
block a couple ways.
About halfway to Milwaukee.
All right, that's
Of course, that's right in the middle of the lake.
It also goes to Finland.
Also goes to Finland, yeah.
That must be
Finland,
encouraging.
Europe.
That must be
Yeah.
encouraging. Your signal drops off halfway through Lake Michigan.
We're very big with fish.
Well, it's you guys might have seen my Space Ghost comic I did.
Oh, yeah.
a year back.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and I have some here with me today. And I'd give you one, Bill, but you're not here, so sorry.
Well, actually,
Let us show it to
actually,
you.
you and I need to talk about something because I'm still looking for a couple of prints here that I want to have framed.
Oh, okay. Well, I can.
You might remember we talked about that about a year ago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And I just conveniently forgot.
The shadow.
Well, actually,
Which Batman issues were you involved in?
I was involved in some Batman coloring books and some special storybooks. You wouldn't find them in the comic book rack.
Okay.
So you have to find them through specialty outlets and stuff.
For about 4 years there, I collected a tremendous amount of comic books, including Batman. So.
Oh, no kidding.
Hey, Scott, for people who don't know, how did you get started in all this stuff? Anyway, when did you get started in it?
Well, I professionally started around 1989 or so. So it's been almost 10 years, but I've been doing comics all my life. And I decided around late 80s or so, I was getting tired of having all the professional comics pass me by. So I said, well, enough of this, I'm going to get into it. So I just submitted some samples to big companies and went to conventions, and eventually they looked at me and said, okay, listen, if we give you a job, would you just leave us alone?
Oh, we'll give you right.
Persistence pays off.
Yeah. But
Was
it's
this something
actually...
that you had a natural ability for growing up and so forth?
Yeah, I always seem to be drawing. I mean, right around the age when kids usually kind of fade away from drawing, I was getting even more crazy with it. I mean, just crayons and markers and on the walls and on the floors. And just never stopped and just evolved into a lifetime of doing it.
Now, most people, when they think of comics, they think of the character itself. But, I mean, as far as just some of the detailed background scenes that you draw in the comic books and stuff, it amazes me because you got to be pretty much an engineer to get the actual curves right. And
I've always contended anybody who can draw a comic book halfway decent has got to be one of the best kinds of artists. Now, that doesn't mean me necessarily, but anybody who can draw a story involving characters, which means lots of expressions on faces and backgrounds that are correct looking, buildings in perspective, and cars that look like cars, and it takes a lot. I mean, you have to literally know how to draw everything because you never know what you're going to end up drawing. Like, who knows? Greg might even appear in a comic I'm going to do sometime. And I got to make sure I can draw him correctly.
right.
He's already got a big enough head.
Hey, Scott, for a second, let's talk about comic illustration as an art form. And for those of you who did not see Scott's exhibit at the Muskegon Museum of Art, it was truly impressive.
When is your
Tell
next
us
one?
what that was
too?
all about.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Oh, great. But yeah, that went over incredible. I mean, they had the museum had a great turnout for it. And
Well, they held it over, didn't they?
no, actually, they did plan for it to run 2 months, which is usually a month longer than most exhibits of
Right,
that kind.
okay.
So that was really impressive for me. I mean, it blew me away. But everybody seemed to enjoy it quite a bit. So I was, as a matter of fact, that's also something else I have here too. I have some free giveaways of the poster that advertised that very show.
Oh, really?
Last year.
Okay.
I want you to autograph one of those for me, and I'd like it personalized. But keep it clean, you know.
Well,
family come into my place.
Yeah.
That'll be extra, Bill. That'll be extra.
I have a question. What do you think about Late Night Space Ghost?
Space Coast to Coast?
Yeah, Coast to Coast.
Goofy. Goofy as all get out.
Is it?
I don't mind it. It's great that it gets the Space Coast character out there in front of people. I mean, kids nowadays who never even seen the original Space Ghost cartoon and love the character and know all about him. But it's not the classic adventure show that I love.
Okay.
And that's what I'm involved in now. That's
Okay.
the secret
Well,
special
Scott?
project I've been hinting at here.
Oh, okay.
Scott, what do you think about South Park?
South Park. I've heard all about that. I've never seen the darn
That's
thing.
because we don't get it on Muskegon cable feed.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Last week was hilarious, but anyway.
Those little characters look like little buttons or something.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a drawing thing, that's for sure. It's all
Oh my God,
computerized.
they
It's
killed
all
Kenny.
yeah.
Again.
Again, yeah.
Kenny
I think
dies
it got,
every
last week
Except
he
the
got
Christmas episode.
last week he got killed 3 times. I think what it was. But anyway,
Kenny's got a hard life for a third grader.
but no, what about that? As far as some of those comics, I mean, what do you think about that? I mean, because these things are just drawn by. I mean, I could draw these characters,
Oh, like South Park and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, it's fascinating that somebody can take something that simple and make it go. That's really all part of marketing, though, really.
Right.
What's going on? What's going on out there?
No, I just like that comment. Something so simple and make it
Well,
go.
if you've seen South Park, it is
Oh, yeah,
very,
very
very,
simple.
very
Yeah, it
rudimentary.
is.
Well, Beavis and Butthead. That was a big
Yeah.
Well, these
success,
guys,
and that was very
even
simple.
Butthead looked genteel, I'll tell you.